asked, Your Honor, the Solicitor General, what is, I think this statute has also its rules of procedure in the same manner that we have our rules of criminal and civil procedure. Tama po?
Tama po yan,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Now, the statement speaks of the term commence. So, going to Webster Dictionary, it means to begin or to start. Tama po?
Tama po.
Would you agree, Your Honor?
Tama po.
Oh. But doon po sa previous statement, it is in connection with criminal investigations.
Tama po.
Now, when would a investigation commence?
Upon the, well, depende po yan kung ang pinag-uusapan po natin ay yung sa ating sistema
Hindi,
o doon sa sistema ng
Your Honor,
ICC.
I'm speaking of, I'm citing the statement stated in Article 127 of the Rome Statute. It speaks of investigations,
Apo.
and the term commence was used.
Apo.
Now, may I know when does a investigation internationally or locally start? That's my point, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Your Honor. If we are going to base it on Article 13, it is when the one of the instances would be when the ICC prosecutor motu proprio requests for investigation, requests to commence. Maybe we should take a look at
No,
Article 13. Your Honor.
Article 13 speaks of exercise of jurisdiction. Yes, I agree, Your Honor. Kaya nga po, tinatanong ko kasi nandito po yung issue natin Kanina ko pa pinakikinggan yung mga legal treatises ninyo pero this issue should be resolved. What is the legal definition insofar as international law is concerned sa term not to commence? And insofar as international law is concerned, what do we mean by criminal? And when does a criminal start with international law? Yun po yung issue ngayon
Yes, Your Honor. In the case of the Rome Statute, which created the ICC, the commencement of the investigation would be at the point where the pre-trial chamber authorized the ICC prosecutor to commence his investigation. That is exactly what the two judges of the appeals chamber said. In fact, the prosecutor filed a request for the commencement of his investigation. He made that request to the pretrial chamber in March of 2021. So the pretrial chamber authorized the commencement of the investigation in September of 2021.
I heard that from you, Your Honor.
So that is my answer.
I also listened to my good friend, the Honorable Colmenares, and I'm speaking as an investigator, Your Honor. Starts the moment a complainant files a complaint against somebody. Kaya, tama yung sabi po ninyo, Kong Colmenares, kanya-kanyang interpretasyon ito. Because look at the rules of procedure. Dito po sa rules of procedure ng Rome Statute, wala akong makita na that will state kung kailan nagsisimula yung criminal investigation stated in Article 127. Yun po yung ko. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if I may just clarify doon, Mr. Chair, just to clarify kung short lang, okay. Mr. Chair. Kasi I agree with the Solgen, exercise of jurisdiction is under Article 13 in relation to Article 15, and that's what the Solgen said.
In relation to Article 12.
12. But then Article 13 refers to 15. You mentioned it that kanina. What does Article 15 say? So the trigger ng exercise of jurisdiction. The prosecutor may initiate investigations proprio motu on the basis of information on crimes within the jurisdiction of the court. It does not say that the prosecutor will ask, but it says initiate. So that is different from preliminary investigation. And that is founded, Mr. Chair, for the lawyers na lang, under the same Article 15 referred to by the Solicitor General, subsection 6, which says, if after preliminary examination referred to in paragraph 1, which is investigation, the prosecutor concludes that information provided does not constitute a reasonable basis for investigation, he shall inform. And on the other hand, he may even also ask. So basically, ang sinasabi ko lang, Mr. Chair, while of course, the victims will argue na nung final namin yan, it's a matter under consideration by the ICC. But even granting the argument of the government na it's Article 12 and 13 in relation to 15, then the start of the preliminary examination, which is in 2018, is the start or the commencement of the proceedings. But the government, well, they argue, no, it's not the preliminary examination of the prosecutor. It's when he or she requests for the preliminary investigation. So that's a matter of interpretation now. But for us, Article 15 is very clear. The exercise of jurisdiction is triggered when the prosecutor motu proprio investigates, doesn't even ask for approval, investigates. And that's why we say under the terms of Article 127, it has commenced and therefore the state has to cooperate. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for that.
Thank you, Attorney Neri. Soldier, can I just get back to you later? I'll just recognize first Representative Manuel for his questions.
Thank you to our chairpersons. Bale po, since many questions have already been posed, I would like to manifest first na dismayado po tayo dun sa hindi pagiging handa ng ating ilang mga agencies when it comes to data which are very crucial sa ating discussion. Halimbawa po, Mr. Chair, na ang main din na inaasahan ng DOJ for its data ang Philippine National Police. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin is na ang mayor din na dapat imbestigahan doon ang PNP mismo, Mr. Chair. And nangyari na rin naman at nagkaroon ng maraming mga testimonials and documentation about cover-ups, tapos pagtatanim nga rin ng iba't ibang mga ebidensya. Kaya Mr. Chair, tingin natin hindi natin mapipilit ang ating mga kababayan kung hindi sila agad-agad na makakapagtiwala hanggang ngayon dun sa nabanggit na mga ahensya at maghahanap sila ng ibang mga recourse para makamit talaga yung hustisya. And Mr. Chair, naunawaan ko rin kung bakit tinuturing na controversial ang issue na ito kasi maliban sa dating Pangulo, napangalanan din sa mga dokumento ng ICC ang nakaupong Vice Presidente at 2 senador. Gayunpaman, Mr. Chair, kapag gumulong na ang lahat ng kinakailangang proseso sa bandang huli, walang sino mang tao ang dapat na makawala ng hindi nananagot kapag may nagawa silang kasalanan sa bayan. Kahit dating mataas na opisyal pa yan o kasalukuyang nakaupo sa pwesto, kahit dating presidente o dating PNP chief pa yan. Hindi rin dapat ginagamit ang anumang posisyon sa gobyerno para protektahan ang sarili o ang kamag-anak na dapat humarap sa investigasyon. Kaugnay po niyan, hindi dapat gamitin ng sino mang opisyal ang kanyang posisyon sa gobyerno para din atakihin ang mga kabataan at kababayang nagsusulong ng hustisya at pumapanig sa mga biktima ng war on. Kaya kung meron pong investigasyon na dapat matuloy at mabilis na umusad, ito ang investigasyon sa lahat ng mga nagpasimuno ng madugong hindi forever ang impunity at kasaysayan po ang nagpapatunay na maniningil talaga ang mga naapi. Kaya dapat din maghanda ang mga sangkot dahil ang mga ebidensya laban sa kanila ay sobrang bigat na. Hindi gawa-gawa, hindi pinwersa, kundi sapat na batayan para seryosohin ang pagtiyak ng pagpapanagot sa mga may sala. Yun na lang po to our chairpersons. Thank you very much.